Today, we are taking a look at home inspections, the most pivotal part of the home buying process. We are going to see some new and renovated houses where the contractors fucked up in ways I didn't even think were possible. I use the term renovated very lightly here, and these homes are not lightly used. They've been abused. Some of these errors could have been avoided by the most hollow-brained individuals. The job of a home inspector may look simple on camera, but it is far more complex. If God's work was captured on TikTok for the world to see, this would be that job. While home inspections are still optional, it would be quite unwise to waive this procedure when buying a house, as you'll see here.
What the hell? This is just paint?
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
I'm really glad they replaced the floor drain when they did the new tile floor. And before any of you ask, yes, the toilet's loose. They didn't follow the manufacturer instructions with the faucet. That window well is non-egress compliant. So the panel is off, and you can actually see all that backsplash water is coming all the way down. All the way down. So, yep.
That ain't right. And I probably shouldn't be under here.
There's a lot to dig into for one video, I know, but let's address the elephant in the room. The first section, where the previous owner repainted thin fucking air. It seems like I wasn't the only one asking this question. I didn't realize there was a level of laziness that could break the laws of physics. But here we are. Also, the support beams ain't supporting shit. That's an emotional support beam, if anything.
First time seeing this on a new build. We're inspecting a model home today, and you can see they have a dog shower here. So, as you know, with the model homes, they have all the add-ons pretty much in this house. This one's pretty cool. We got the detachable shower head. It's a good height there. And these doors that swing open.
Here's the primary shower enclosure on a $2.5 million home. Leaking there. And also there. And here's the primary bathroom shower enclosure. This one's not watertight either.
Just pull this back door shut. Exhaust vents have 4 fasteners. Look how well they're working. Good try.
Primary bathroom shower pan is holding water. Let's take a look at the drain. What do we have here? Oh, that's nice. Guess it's better than debris in the drain.
No amount of rotted wood is safe from a home inspector. The knife always prevails. It's baffling to see a bathroom shower fumbled in a $2.5 million construction. When you buy a house worth $2.5 million, it should hold up like $2.5 million. New building material, styrofoam. And judging by the knife test, it is definitely cake.
Primary bathroom shower enclosure is not watertight and leaking onto the floor. Cabinetry under the kitchen sink has held water in the past. You can see how swollen that wood is. Attic light switch is missing its cover plate. That's an easy fix. And here's one thing a contractor did correctly. At least the HVAC tech properly separated these ducts with that foam board. I'll take the positives where I can get them. Inflow receptacle, and loose cover plate. They almost always are. Needs to be fixed. That needs to be fixed. Here's the U for ground inside the garage. But where's the grounding electroconductor? It's not there. And so does that. Conduit protecting the wiring at the condensing unit is short, which is exposing the wiring to the elements. That conduit should extend all the way inside the wall cavity. Here's another roof overhang. And this one's missing its felt paper completely. Felt paper at the roof's edge is short. That should extend all the way to the drip edge flashing and cover the entire roof sheathing. Damaged shingle here. And there.
That drain test was quite satisfying, especially the architecture. This is where I'm showering the hardest. Deep in thoughts about how my house might be made of cake in this economy. Again, how do these contractors build a shower without the one thing that needs to be watertight? Forget the electrical outlets, because that's a lost cause. The rooftop being nothing but a flap just proves this place is no match against water. Period. And it's comments like, water doesn't bounce, where I start to think people may need a refresher in basic physics. Gravity does this thing where it pulls objects down, almost as if the floor was intentionally shaped to bring these objects to a fixed point.
Good. Bad.
Upstairs spare shower. Checking the enclosure, making sure it's watertight. This one is not. Water pressure to the home is 110 psi. That should be no more than 80. Here's the line set flashing for the condensing unit. When in doubt, use the whole tube of silicone. Spare bath enclosure is chipped and damaged. Cabinetry under the bathroom sink is swollen. This indicates the cabinet has held water in the past. Nice feature, spout installed to fill up your dog's water. Genius. Here's the dog wash station. That needs to be fixed.
But at this one, isn't it?
Air register in the bathroom has condensation built up around the register, which is dripping onto the floors. Attic area testing the operation of the HVAC system. Drain pan is holding a little bit of water from condensation. Not a huge deal. Primary condensate drain line is dripping condensation to the subfloors below, which is a big deal.
Central AC basics for a $1.5 million house. Don't let the water leak into the ceiling. Crazy, right? Are these houses investing all of the money into pet accommodations? I mean, I'm not against investing in the dogs, but at least make them habitable for humans too. Also, you know you've got a problem when the tile floor sounds like a snare drum. God knows what that pocket of air would hold for years to come. A small man could live under your floorboards and troll you with whistling sounds. At that point, just throw the whole house away. Reset. Start from scratch. It's comments like, American houses are built on hopes and dreams, that leads me to think that this is just a standard in the US. An ancient Greek construction is ancient for good reason.
Golf ball test. That soap shelf should be sloped towards the drain instead of towards the wall. Kitchen cabinetry is not plumb with the adjacent wall. That's cosmetic, but once you see it, you won't unsee it. And also has damaged brackets. Spare bathroom sink. Is leaking water at the P-trap connection. Here's this nice new wood panel garage door. Holes in the HVAC unit are not sealed around the unit. That is allowing cold air to blow into this closet. If you look at the flue along with this duct, you can see that's not sealed at the ceiling, which is allowing warm attic air into this closet. That's not good. Large voids in the mortar and are loose. Cover plate to the exterior GFCI receptacle is loose, but they did seal around it. Mortar is separating above the garage steel lintels. That has several holes in the panel, which will allow water entry. It is also not balanced.
I like wooden aesthetics in houses, so long as they don't have 1,000 holes waiting to be filled. That garage is for the streets. The way it slammed down gave me cat-like reflexes. Also, don't tell me that brick and mortar is supposed to do that on a new construction build. those cracks are waiting to turn into potholes.
Well, that one's not even close. Well, this is a first for me. Here's the front office, which is considered a habitable room. Let me know in the comments what you think is missing. I'll give you a hint. There's a switch for it. Here's the ceiling fan in the main living room. That I guess my clients are gonna need a 20-foot ladder to adjust the fan speed. Mortar separation between the brick. And that crack does run all the way down to the foundation. I'm sure they caught that one too. Gas supply line to the tankless water heater. That's leaking gas. Electrical subpanel, those aluminum service conductors are missing antioxidant paste. I know that's not a requirement, but I am required to call it out if it's missing. And those grounding conductors, well, those are over torqued and flattened. The front porch, missing felt paper. Also, that gutter's installed significantly higher than the drip edge. That should actually be tucked under the drip edge. Nice gap between the counter flashing and wood trim. Wonder if their inspector caught that.
This house in particular is a ticking time bomb. No, literally, I think it's safe to say that we know what happens when an electrical fire mixes with a leaky gas line. A ceiling fan that requires a ladder to reach the switch is some crazy work. How in the fuck do you even forget to install the fan dial? Also, at the beginning, you'll notice some seeds or sand was stuffed inside that deck frame. Tupperware with paint would hold up better than whatever they used here.
Double door to the media room. That might actually work if they drill a hole. Tile around the shower spout's collar is poorly cut. That has the potential to allow water back inside the wall cavity. Garage entry door should be sealed on all 6 sides to not void the warranty. The spare bathtub is damaged. My fingernail is about a 1/2 inch in length for size comparison. Yeah, I've measured. Don't judge me. Expansion joints around the home are not sealed. There's your weather barrier. And windows are also not sealed. Roof area, the felt paper has been cut short. That should extend over the drip edge flashing. All exterior receptacles should have weather-tight covers, which this does. Here's a little tip. The receptacle itself, you should see a WR, which stands for weather resistant. That I see missing all the time on new construction. This one, they got it right.
I didn't realize garage entry doors even had a warranty. What is this trend of roofs being sealed with Elmer's glue? There's no excuse to not waterproof the shingles. This guy has peeled up rooftops in almost every segment now. Are they hiring randos off the street? I may not know how to assemble a roof or understand human door warranties, but I do know that rooftops aren't supposed to peel like sunburnt skin.
Can buy you loose fixtures on the outside.
Good. Proper install. Bad. Improper install.
Well, not only are they missing the nut securing the anchor bolt, but every single bolt is loose. I'm talking every single one. Every single bolt securing this deck to the home is loose.
They can buy you bathroom closet doors that aren't perfectly plumb. Not to mention 1-inch gaps between the window and the vinyl. Same thing on this side. I don't know if you can see it, but this tape is actually loose. Can also buy you a whole bunch of loose trim with exposed framing around a garage door. It can buy you gaps between your brick and vinyl siding. It can buy you crooked outlets and gaps in the cabinetry and wall finishes. It can buy you liquid nails. Yeah, they'll clean that off, but still. It can buy you approximately 99% of a baseboard.
I didn't know countertops could shake like that. I imagine the whole house would crumble into a pile of sand from an earthquake. You have more tiles that sound like a drum kit. Every single goddamn thing about this house is loose. But hey, maybe it was designed with flexibility in mind like an airplane. Well, that just about wraps this up. I really got a kick out of these houses. I definitely will be hiring an inspector if I can ever afford a house. Someday. Maybe. Maybe I'll buy the shed from Home Depot. Thanks for watching.